Hello and welcome to all you dear Pisceans. This is a little extra video. That is all about the Piscean. And that is all about the total solar eclipse in Sagittarius on the 14th of December. So just a little video about that. If you want to know more about what's going on monthly for the sign of Pisces, the monthlies are out there for December. And if you want to know more about the very soon upcoming lunar eclipse on the 30th of November, also you can find a video for that. But this one, as I said, is just about the total solar eclipse in a mutable sign. You are mutable as well. And that means it's important. It means it's in a key area of your life that this eclipse is happening. The eclipses are belonging to the subtle cycle for South. And that has to do with strong emotions and feelings. But having said that, this is happening in the highest point of your horoscope, which is your public life, which is your job if you do have a job, or which is a bit like a second ascendant. There's a part of you that is dying for sure. I mean, a part of you that has to do with your old way of thinking, old paradigms that have to do with work, that have to do with how you want to present yourself to the world. Because on the 14th of December, it's the sun and the moon together at 23 degrees of Sagittarius together with the South Node, very close to it. That's why it's total eclipse. And we call that a South Node eclipse. And South Node eclipses are definitely solar eclipses are about endings, are about letting go so that the new can come in. It sounds easy peasy, right? But it's not, because it shows that there is a need of a new paradigm and that the old paradigm is outworn, so to speak. And this eclipse is getting help from Mars, but it's a bit in a stressful situation with Neptune. So Neptune is not really helping. But in general, first of all, why is it a good energy? And I think the Pisceans are very good at letting go, unless they have a very strong Pluto or a very strong Saturn in their chart. Normally Pisceans, they understand it. When they achieve the end of a certain cycle, they understand that letting go is the best thing. And that makes it easier. And as I said, for you, it has to do with how you view your attitude towards work. So for a lot of you, this has to do with old ways of how you work, or what your perspective is around work. Maybe you are working too much and that paradigm needs to go. Maybe you're working too little and that paradigm needs to go. Whatever it is for you, that can also a parent, by the way, because the 10th house also represents a parent. So a detaching yourself a little bit from a parent, but as natural as possible as you can do that, because it's an ending of a cycle after all. So the more that we resist it, the more difficult that becomes. But certain Pisceans will feel it more than others. So everyone will feel it, all the Pisceans. But the ones that are going to feel this very much, this energy of a need for letting go parts of them that no longer suit them, they are the ones who've got Piscean planets around 23 degrees in the sign of Pisces. So that will be the Pisceans who were born around, let's say, the 11th, 12th of March up until the 16th, 17th of March. They will feel it the most, that parts of them you need to let go of that. The way that also your attitude towards your work ethic, whatever it is, it needs to go, it needs to change, so that it makes room for where the North Node is, which is emotional stability. I've been talking about that for a couple of months already, that the Pisceans, that ultimately for 2021, where they need to go is their emotional foundation, their emotions, their well-being. The fourth house is the house of the Cancerian. It's the house of the moon. It's the house of feeling nurtured, it's about parenting. It's about being your own parent, being supportive towards you. And that's where the new energy wants to go. And but first, old energy needs to let go of. It doesn't mean to say that all the Pisceans are gonna lose their jobs so that they can be home and cocoon for the rest of their lives. No, but it has to do with paradigms around work, thoughts around work, so that you can focus more on emotional well-being, whatever that is for you. For one person, it has to do with, I work too much at home, I want to be more out there. Then that is the shift. For others, it is just the other way around. So every situation is unique, of course, but the energy is the same. It's about letting go of an old you. And this letting go is held by Mars in the second house. So doing a lot of things to develop your talents, to being active in a way of, I wanna earn a bit more money there. I want to earn a bit, or if it's not money, if you're saying I've got a lot of money, there are Pisceans. Pisces, it is so misunderstood, right? They think Pisceans, they're not really material or whatnot, or they can't achieve to have a wealthy life. I mean, on a financial level, that's not true. Anyways, that's for another video. But with Mars in the second house, you can work hard now to achieve a better, not only financial, better money and more goods that you need to have that emotional security and to work hard for it, but also your self-worth. It's about that helps you, that confidence in you. Although what squares up to this eclipse is Neptune in your sign. So yes, some of you, and definitely those who've got planets towards the degrees that I just said, they can have, because Neptune is there now, they can have a bit of insecurity around self, around their own image, not being secure of the part that they need to take. But as a true Piscean, don't force two things. That's the best thing you can do with Neptune. Don't try to force things too much, because then it goes the other way around, or working against you, or making the part longer than it has to, or the process, I mean. So when you have some insecurity around self, when you have some insecurity around maybe you do want to let go of the paradigm or of an old job indeed or whatnot, you have that feeling of, yes, I'm a bit insecure where this is going to take me on my path in life. It is normal. It is normal. And you, out of all signs, know that very well and can deal with that energy as well. So the best is to observe and to see all the parallel universes with Neptune in your sign. And when you're ready, you're ready. So I think it's a very interesting eclipse for you. A very interesting eclipse for new energy to come towards some emotional stability, some emotional strength. Not that you're not having it now, but just to improve it. Always good. Having said that, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.